I've had a lot of requests show you how to make a vanilla custard, and I'm going to do that. It's so easy. So first of all we need to do is heat milk and cream. So I have 300 mils of full fat milk and 100 mils of just regular whipping cream. So we're pouring it into the pot, and when you bring it to the boil, this is what you call to scald the milk and the cream. You're just warming it up. That's all you're doing. I think cream is essential in it because it gives a lovely richness. Full fat milk, you know me, love it. Okay, 5 egg yolks. So I have already 3, so I'm going to separate another 2. So you can run them through your hand. I suppose this is the way I was taught. And when I say run them through your hand, just open your hand and just let the egg fall through. And then with the egg whites, what you're going to do is you're going to make meringue. So there's no waste. So that's our 5 egg yolks. Move the egg whites out of the way. Keep them covered in cling film. You can freeze them. They'll keep in the fridge up to a week, so there's no waste. 3 spoonfuls of caster sugar. Now you can put in vanilla, which I'm going to do. You can put in some cinnamon. You can put in lots of different spices. So I want to talk to you about vanilla, because for me it's one of the best spices. So this is what it looks like here, a vanilla pod. Now you can use vanilla extract, which is much better than vanilla essence. Now I want to explain that we get from a company called Vanilla Bazaar, and they're based in London. So this is it here, Vanilla Bazaar. So these are the vanilla pods. So there's 3 in here, and they must come like they're delivered to you like that. So there, you can buy them online. But she's a really interesting product. So with the skin of the vanilla, she dries it out and she makes this powder, which is really, really good. Now, if you put this into a custard, the powder that is, it may turn a little bit grey, but the flavour is absolutely fabulous. So what I would use that in, if you were poaching some berries in maybe some red wine, or you're doing something chocolatey. This is vanilla caviar. So the vanilla pods have to be opened up and the seeds have to be taken out. That is expensive, but it's absolutely a superb ingredient. But what we tend to buy or buy all the time in the restaurant is the extract and the pods. So I'm going to show you how to prepare the pods. And this is such a beautiful plump one. Look at how soft it is. So I'm left-handed, so I'm using my small knife here for this. And then we open it out, so you kind of as if it's doing the splits like that. And then all these beautiful seeds. So I'll just run the knife just towards you. So that's from half a pod. That goes into the bowl, and then you flip it over and you do the other half. So that's the other half of the vanilla there. So that's a lot of vanilla seeds. And vanilla, good vanilla like this, it comes from Madagascar. It's not a cheap ingredient, but it definitely is a fabulous, one of my favorite ingredients. So what do we do with the skin? So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to pop it in here because there's still vanilla seeds that I've missed. There's loads of flavor. You can put this into sugar and water like stock syrup for fresh fruit salad, or you can store this. See the kind of Kindler jar that I have here with the rice? You could put some caster sugar and put some of the skin into it, and then you make some vanilla sugar. So I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to give it a little whisk just to knock away the seeds, and then this is just coming to the boil here. So back over here, just to recap, so we have 3 spoonfuls of caster sugar, 1 vanilla pod, the seeds, 5 egg yolks, and then this is a really important trick, or not even a secret, but just part of this recipe is just to protect the custard using corn flour. So I'm going to put in 1 spoonful of corn flour there. And then we just literally whisk this all together. There's no need to dirty an electric whisk. I just think just do it by hand. So I'm using my balloon whisk here, so it's a nice kind of like a soft, kind of like a nice big whisk for this. You can put a tea towel underneath that. All you're doing is just combining everything together. You're kind of dissolving the sugar with the egg yolks, and see the lovely vanilla pod. You know, such a wonderful company. So you can look it up online, vanillabazaar.com. I'm buying vanilla through the restaurant over 20 years, and she does a wonderful, wonderful service. So see, it's coming to the boil here. Let's have a little look at the pot, which is perfect. And you can see the way the vanilla has came from the skin. So I turn this down. You pour the hot onto the cold, and then we need to cook this. So you need to whisk this. And then using a spatula, and the reason why we use a spatula, 2 reasons. So we've no waste. So this goes in here, and you need to cook the corn flour out. If you don't cook this, all you'll taste is the raw corn flour. So it's a really, really quick and simple recipe. I'm going to use the same bowl. I had a jug ready, and I'm a big believer on less wash up, but I'm just going to leave that there for you, and I'll explain now in a moment. So we're just going to gently bring this back to the boil. And if you don't have the corn flour, it will curdle. It could curdle. You could have scrambled eggs. So the corn flour is really important. And don't panic if you put too much corn flour in. It will get too thick. Just add more milk. Don't worry about it. This is a great and a quick little custard. And you can add the zest of some lime like I have there. You can add some orange zest, some lemon zest, cinnamon. I have some ground cinnamon there. So you can just play around with different flavors if you want to. But for me, it's hard to beat a really delicious vanilla custard. Now I just want to show you what I'm looking for. I can see it just bubbling just at the sides here. Like that. You can see that there. I'm going to switch it off. And I want to show you exactly what I mean. Sorry, nearly skied the camera. Okay. So just, you have that lovely, what we usually do is just like that. And if it wasn't on camera, I'd be licking my finger. So then it goes into your bowl. Scrape this out. To me, this looks really, really nice. I'm just going to scrape it all out. Push it through. Cover it with cling film. That's your custard made. Serve that with some apple tart, apple crumble. I like to pass it through a sieve so you get a really kind of smooth, and then it catches the vanilla skin. And see the vanilla skin there, I would wash that and I would put that into your stock syrup. There still is flavour in that. And also what you could do is you could put that into your jar of caster sugar. So don't be throwing out. What you want to do is get as much flavour and yield from the vanilla pods. And that's our custard. Delicious. If you think that's a little bit thick, what you can do is you can add in some milk to it, or a little bit more cream. Couldn't be easier. Cover it with cling film, put it into a container, have it in the fridge. My twins love that. Even just with some nice strawberries and ice cream, a little bit of pureed, which is blended strawberries, some toasted flaked almonds, you have the most delicious custard. So try out this recipe. We've had lots of requests on social media to show you how to make a vanilla custard. There it is, done and dusted within, well, less than 10 minutes. So enjoy, happy cooking. And again, the recipe for this will be on our Facebook page, McNean House. Thanks a million.